On behalf of the administration, faculty, and students of Turning Point School, it is my pleasure to welcome you to Oklahoma. It is indeed worthy of applause. And if we can talk for a few minutes about the origins of this musical, which was the first American musical, a unique art form. I mention that because it was the first story to be told by comedy, drama, dance, and music. And you will find that our very talented cast, working in union with their director, have responded to telling a story through those four medium in an incredible way. So you have quite a treat ahead of you this evening. As Ms. McEnany mentioned in the program, I was given the privilege of doing this tonight, wresting the mic away from Mrs. Akana, who by rights should be able to brag about her wonderful middle school students, because I was born in Oklahoma. And my great-grandfather made the run into the Oklahoma Territory and procured 160 acres, where he proceeded to get married and raise 13 children. So that gave me some sort of chops to talk about Oklahoma and welcome you, as our cast will do with their arms wide open. There are a few details that I need to bring to your attention so that our cast can concentrate and give you their very best performance. No flash photography, please. It's somewhat distracting. If everyone could dismantle their cell phones, that would be wonderful. And if for some reason you need to leave the production, and I hope my friends who are under the age of 11 are hearing this, please use one of the doors in the back as opposed to one of these side doors. And without further ado, welcome to Oklahoma.
There's a bright golden haze on the meadow. There's a bright golden haze on the meadow. The corn is as high as an elephant's eye, and it looks like it's climbing clear up to the sky. Oh, what a beautiful morning. Oh, what a beautiful day. I got a beautiful feeling, everything's going my way. All the cattle are standing like statues. All the cattle are standing like statues. They don't turn their heads as they see me ride by, but a little brown maverick is winking her eye. Oh, what a beautiful morning. Oh, what a beautiful day. I got a beautiful feeling, everything's going my way. Huh, Ellen?
Scare me to death. What are you doing around here?
Coming to sing it to you. All the sounds of the earth are like music. All the sounds of the earth are like music. The breeze is so busy it don't miss a tree, and an old weeping willard is laughing at me. Oh, what a beautiful morning. Oh, what a beautiful day. I got a beautiful feeling, everything's going my way. Oh, what a beautiful day.
the same to me.
No, you wouldn't either, because I wouldn't marry you, nor none of your kinsfolk if I could help it.
Oh, none of my kinfolks, huh?
Including that niece of yours, Miss Laura Williams.
Just as good, because as far as I can make out, Laura ain't paying you no heed.
Where'd you get such an uppity niece that wouldn't pay no heed to me? Who's the best bronc buster in this here territory?
You, I bet.
Me, that's who. And I'm handsome, ain't I?
Already has a picture.
What else does she want then?
I don't know, but I'm sure soon it ain't you. Who do you take to the box social mat?
Ain't thought much about it.
Bet you come over and ask Lori.
What if I did?
Oh, what a beautiful morning. Oh, I thought you was somebody. Is this all that's coming to calling and it's already 10 o'clock of a Saturday morning?
You noticed me before you opened the door.
No such of a thing.
You noticed me, so you sitting there thinking up something mean to say. I'm a good mind not to ask you to the box social.
If you did ask me, I wouldn't go with you. Now besides, how'd you take me? You ain't bought a new buggy, have you?
No, I ain't.
Expect me to ride behind old Dunn, I guess. You better ask that old Cummins girl you took such a shine to over across the river.
Well, if I was to ask you, there'd be a way to take you, Miss Laura Smarthead.
Oh, they would.
When I take you out tonight with me, honey, here's the way it's gonna be. You will sit behind a team of snow-white horses in the slickest gig you ever see. Chicks and ducks and geese better scurry when I take you out in the Surrey. When I take you out in the Surrey with the fringe on top. Watch that fringe and see how it flutters when I drive them high-stepping strutters. Nosy pokes will peek through the shutters and the rise will pop. The wheels are yellow, the upholstery's brown, the dashboard's genuine leather. With isinglass curtains you can roll right down in case there's a change in the weather. Two bright side lights winking and blinking. Ain't no finer rig, I'm a-thinking. You can keep your rig if you're thinking that I care to swap for that shiny little Surrey with the fringe on the top. Only she talks so mean to me, I know I'm a good mind not to take her.
I ain't said I was going.
Ain't asked you.
Who'd want to ride alongside you anyways? Why don't you just grab her and kiss her when she acts that way, Curly? You know she's just taking for you two a bit. Oh, I won't even speak to him, let alone allow him to kiss me? That bragging, bone-legged, fishy-eyed sweetheart bum! She lacks you. Quite a lot.
If she liked me anymore, she'd sick the dogs onto me.
Curly, give me a hand getting this shirt around back. And could you do me a favor?
Sure I will.
There's a crowd coming down from Bushy Edge for the box social. Would you hitch up the horses to the big wagon and bring them up from the station?
Guess I got nothing better to do.
I did pretty good in it. I won it! Yeah! Ain't nobody can steer a road like our territory, boys. I'm on my way over to 80 Andy's. Don't you remember? Her pop promised I could marry her if I ever had $50. $50? That what they give you for prize money? That's what? Lands! We'll be dancing at your wedding.
So Will, tell us about Kansas City.
Come on! Well, I got to Kansas City on a Friday, but Saturday I learned a thing or two. For after that I didn't have an idea of what the modern world was coming to. I counted 20 gas buggies going by themselves almost every time I took a walk. Then I put my ear to a bell telephone and a strange
Who's the low, filthy sneak that Laura's got her cap set for?
You?
Never mind that. There must be plenty of men trying to spark her. Hello, Judd.
Hello yourself.
Then of course there's someone near him that's got on his mind most of the time.
Him?
Yeah, Judd Fry.
Laura would take up with a man like that?
Hans said she took up with him.
He's around all the time, ain't he? He lives here.
Out in the smokehouse.
Changed my mind about cleaning the hen house today. Got it put early because I'm driving Lori over to the box social.
You driving Laura?
Ask her.
Well, Aunt Eller, looks like you and me's got a date tonight.
Have it going, Curley. In that rig you made up?
Didn't make it up. I hired it over at Claremore's.
Plans. You did?
Sure did. So see that you got your beauty spots fastened on to your proper so you won't lose them off, you hear? Now, I'll best be getting down to the station for that car from Bushy Head.
Aunt Eller, don't go with Curley tonight. If you do, I'll have to ride with Judd all alone. That's why you wanted, ain't it? No, I did it because Curley was so fresh. But I'm afraid to tell Judd I won't go. He'd do something terrible. Something's wrong inside him, Aunt Eller. I hook my door at night against the sound of feet walking under my window. Lori! What do you reckon that is? Why, it's the old peddler. The one that sold me that egg beater. He's got Ada Wanny riding with him. Will Parker's Ada Wanny. Hi, Aunt Eller. Hi yourself. I want to talk to you, peddler man.
Greetings, Aunt Eller.
I'm Ted, little wart. I'm mad at you. Told me that egg beater beat up eggs and bring out the shreds and turn the ice cream freezer. And I don't know all that.
All right, all right. Don't anybody want to buy something? How about you, Miss Laura Williams? Must you want to buy something? A pretty young girl like you.
Me? Of course I want something. I want a buckle made out of shiny silver to fasten onto my shoes. I want a dress with lace. I want perfume. I want to be pretty. And I want to smell like a honeysuckle vine. Give her a cake of soap. I want things I've never heard of and never seen, like a rubber-tired buggy and a cut-glass sugar bowl. I want things I can't tell you about. Not only things to look at and hold in your hands, but things to happen to you. Things so nice if they really did happen to you, your heart would quit beating. You drop down dead.
I've got just the thing for you, the elixir of Egypt.
What's that?
It's a secret formula used by the Pharaoh's daughter herself.
Smelling salts.
Ah, but it's some kind of smelling salts. Read what it says on the label. Take a deep breath and see everything clear. That's what Pharaoh's daughter used to do when she had a hard problem to decide. Like what prince she ought to marry, or what dress she ought to wear to a party, or whether she should chop somebody's head off. She'd take a deeper grip of this stuff.
I'll take a bottle of that, Mr. Peddler.
Precious stuff.
How much?
2 bits.
Wasting your money. Helps you decide what to do.
Now, don't you want me to find you some pretty little doodads?
Pretty little doodads, what about that lousy egg beater?
All right. If the egg beater don't work, I'll give you something just as good.
Just as good, it better be 1,000,000,000 times better. Yeah! Since when did you take up with the peddler? Since he told me he wanted to ride with me to the end of the world. Pa said that was the proposal of marriage. Does the peddler know that? Sure does. Pa made it real clear to him. Will Parker's back from Kansas City. He's looking for you. Will Parker? I didn't count on him being back so soon. Well, I can see that. Don't you like Will no more? Of course I do. There'll never be nobody like Will. Then what about the peddler man? There'll never be nobody like him neither. Well, which one do you like best? Whatever one I'm with. Well, you are silly. Don't you feel kind of sorry for a fella when he looks like he wants to kiss you? Well, you just can't go around kissing every man that asks you. Didn't anyone ever tell you that? Yeah, they told me. It ain't so much a question of not knowing what to do. I know what's right from 7 to 10. I heard a lot of stories and I Your pa promised I could marry you if I ever had $50.
That's right. He did.
And you know what I've done with it? Spent it all on presents for you.
But if you spent it, you ain't got the cash.
No, the guy who sold them to me told me that these presents are worth more than cash.
But Will,
Oh, wait, oh, Annie, honey, you ain't been off my mind since I left. All the time at the fairgrounds, even when I was chasing steers, I'd rope one under the hooves, pull him up sharp, and he'd land on his rump. Then I think of you.
don't start talking purty, Will.
When do I get little kiss from my bride-to-be?
Oh, what's little old kiss?
Nothing unless it's coming from you.
Oh, you do talk purty. No, I won't.
All right, everybody. Y'all got some time to freshen up before we leave for the party. Fellas go out back and gals follow me.
Oh, hello, Lori.
Hello, Gertie.
I see you got gooseberry hearts too. What if they're as light as mine? Mine have to float away if you're blowing them.
I did blow on one of mine and it broke into a million pieces.
Ain't she funny?
So that's the Cummings girl I heard so much talk of.
You seen her before, ain't you?
Yeah, but not since she got so old. Never did see anyone get so peaked looking in such a short time.
You really gonna drive to the box social with that Judd fella?
Reckon so. Why?
Nothing, it's just that everybody seems to expect me to take you.
Then maybe it's just as well you ain't. You know, people are starting to talk.
Well, what are they saying? That you're stuck on me.
Most of the talk is that you're stuck on me.
Can't imagine how these ugly rumors start.
Me neither. Why do they think of stories that link my name with yours?
Why do the neighbors gossip all day behind their doors?
I have a way to prove what they say is quite untrue. Here is the gist of practical list of don'ts for you. Don't throw bouquets at me. Don't please my folks too much. Don't laugh at my jokes too much. People will say we're in love.
Who laughed at your jokes?
Don't sigh and gaze at me. Your sighs are so like mine. Your eyes mustn't glow like mine. People will say we're in love. Don't start collecting things.
Like what?
Give me my rose and my glove. Sweetheart, the suspected things. People will say we're in love.
Some people claim that you are to blame as much as I. Why do you take the trouble to bake my favorite pie? Granting you wish I carved our initials on that tree. Just keep a slice of all the advice you give so free. Don't praise my charm too much. Don't look so vain with me. Don't stand in the rain with me. People will say we're in love.
Don't take my arm too much. Don't keep your hand in mine. Your hand feels so grand in mine. People will say we're in love.
the stars fade from above. They'll see it's alright with me. People will say we're in love. Don't you reckon you can tell that jug fella you'd rather go with me tonight?
Curly, no, I couldn't.
Oh, you couldn't? Think I'll go down to the smokehouse. See what's so elegant about him. Makes girls want to go to parties with him.
Curly!
What?
Nothing.
Howdy.
What do you want?
Just thought I'd pay a call. You got a gun, I see.
Good one. Colt 45.
What do you do with it?
Shoot things.
It's a good-looking rope you got there. Bet it spins nice. You know Will Parker? He sure can't spin a rope. It's a nice sharp hook you got there, Judd. You could really hurt yourself on that.
I could what?
Hurt yourself. Fixing up to go to the box social. Back up to see yourself in the mirror and pow! Right back into this hook. In 5 minutes less, you'd be dead as a doornail.
What do you mean by that?
Then folks would come to your funeral and sing sad songs. Oh, you don't know what, how many people like you till you're dead. You'd probably be laid out in your best suit with your hair combed down slick and a high starched collar.
Would there be any flowers?
Sure would, all around your coffin. The women would sniffle softly. Some would probably faint. Ones that took a shine to you when you was alive.
What woman ever took a shine to me?
Lots of women. They just don't ever come right out and show you, unless you're dead first.
I guess that's so.
They'd sure sing loud when the singing started. Sing like their hearts would break. Poor Judd is dead. Poor Judd Fry is dead. All gather round his coffin now and cry. He had a heart of gold, and he wasn't very old. Oh, why did such a feller have to die? Poor Judd is dead. Poor Judd Fry is dead. He's looking oh so peaceful and serene. He's all laid out to rest with his hands across his chest. His fingernails have never been so clean. Then the preacher'd get up and he'd say, folks, we are gathered here today to mourn and groan over our brother Judd Fry, who had an unfortunate accident in the smokehouse. Oh, then there'd be weeping and wailing from some of those women. And then he'd say, Judd loved the birds of the forest and the beasts of the field. He loved the mice and the vermin in the barn and treated the rats like equals, which was right. Oh, and he loved the little children. Oh, he loved everybody and everything in the world. Only he never let on, so nobody ever noticed.
Poor Judd is dead. A candle lights his head. He's laying in a coffin made of wood. And folks are feeling sad, 'cause they used to treat him bad. And now they know their friend has gone for good. Poor Judd is dead. A candle lights his head.
He's looking oh so pretty and so nice. He looks like he's asleep. It's a shame that he won't keep, but it's summer and we're running out of ice. Poor Sure be an interesting funeral. Wouldn't like to miss it.
Wouldn't like to miss it, huh? Well, maybe you will. Maybe you'll go first.
Maybe. Let's see now. Where'd you work at before you come here?
Tulsa, loud as they was to me, always making out there is better, treating me like dirt.
And what'd you do? Get even?
If it ever come to getting even, I know how to do it. Run that fire on the Bartlett farm over by Sweetwater.
Terrible accident. Burned up the father and mother and daughter.
That weren't no accident, a fellow told me. The hired hand was stuck on the Bartlett girl and they found her with another fella.
And it was him that burned the place?
Feller who told me made out happened in Missouri. But I known all the time it was the Bartlett farm. What a liar he was.
And a kind of murderer too, wasn't he?
You ain't totally in business here after yet, Curley. There's only one thing on this farm that you want, and it better not be that.
But that's just what it is.
You better get out of here.
Hey! How'd you get to be the way you are anyway? Sitting here in this filthy hole thinking the way you're thinking. Why don't you do something healthy for once? Instead of staying shut up here, crawling and festering.
What am I doing shut up here like that fellow says, a crawling and a festering? The floor creaks, the door squeaks, and the field mouse is nibbling on a broom. And I sat by myself like a cobweb on a shelf, by myself in a lonely room. But when there's no moon in my window, and it slants down a beam across my bed, then the shadow of a dream starts a dancing on the wall, and a dream starts a dancing in my head. Then all the things that I wish for turn out how I want them to be. And I'm better than that smart Alec Cowhand who thinks he's better than me. The floor creaks, the door squeaks, and the mouse starts nibbling on the broom. And the sun flicks my eyes, it was all a pack of lies. I'm awake in a lonely. What am I doing in this lousy smokehouse? Gotta get outside, gotta get a woman to call my own.
My mind for me.
That's the camper.
Hey, Lori, is it you Jud's taking you out tonight instead of Curley? I'll tell you better when I think out everything clear. I'm beginning to see things clear already.
We can tell you what you want.
Out of your dreams and into his arms you long to fly. You don't need Egyptian smelling salts to tell you why. Out of your dreams and into the hush of holy shadows, the
up or it's time to leave for the party.
dip into those dusty pockets of yours, and the hamper that fetches the most money wins a secret prize. Everybody follow me.
Hello there, young fellow.
Oh, it's you!
I was just hoping to meet up with you. It seems you and me ought to have a little talk.
We only got one thing to talk about. Well, Mr. Peddler, I hear you got yourself engaged to Ada Lanning.
Well,
nothing! I don't know what to call you. You ain't pretty enough for a skunk. You ain't skinny enough for a snake. You're too little to be a man. You're too big to be a mouse. I reckon you're a rat.
that's logical.
Answer me one question. Do you really love her?
Well...
As if I thought you didn't, I'd tie you up in this bag and drop you in the river. Are you serious about her?
Yes, I'm serious.
And you worship the ground she walks on like I do? You better say yes.
Yes.
The heck you do.
Yes.
And will you spend every cent you had on her? Because that's what I did. See this bag? Full of presents. Cost me $50. All I had in the world.
If you had $50 cash...
Then I get Ada Lanning. You'd lose her.
Yes, I lose her. Let's see what you got here. I want to buy something.
What do you want with it?
I'm a peddler, ain't I? I buy and sell. Maybe give you some real money. Maybe as much as, well, a lot. Say, what a beautiful hot water bag. It looks French. Must have cost plenty. I'll give you $8 for it.
$8? That wouldn't be honest. I only paid $3.50.
All right, then. I said I'd give you 8, and I will. Say, that's awful birdie.
Get your hands off that. That's special.
It's not your cents. I'll give you $22 for
A
it.
perfume would not cost $20.
All right, then. $22.50. Now a sip more.
That was for her to wear.
I didn't hardly think it was for you. I'll give you 15 for it. Let's see. 8 and 22 makes 30. 15 is 45. And 50 cents is, $45.50.
$45.50. Say, that's almost. Want to buy some more?
Mike.
How much for the rest of the stuff in this bag?
$4.50.
Deal. Now I got $50, and I know what that means. Means I'm going to take Ada Lanning back from you.
You wouldn't do anything like that to me.
Oh, wouldn't I? When I tell her about who I made most of the money off of, maybe he'll change his mind about who's smart and who's dumb.
Say, young feller, you certainly buncoed me.
All right, everybody. This here's last 2 baskets. Whose they are? I ain't got no idea. The little one's mine and the other one's Laura's. Well, that's the end of that secret. Now, what am I bid for that Ada Lanning hamper?
2 bits.
4.
6 bits.
More like it. Do I hear $1? How about you, Max? You were last year.
Hey, Lanning, you got that same sweet potato pie last year?
You bet. Same sweet potato pie, Max. What'd you say?
I said give me a 3-day bellyache.
Never mind about that. Do I hear $1?
You hear $50.
$50? Nobody pays $50 for lunch. Nobody ever bids him. He ain't got $50. Yes, he does, Daddy.
And if you're a man of honor, then you gotta say that Ada Lanning's mine.
But Ada Lanning been promised a peddler.
Now, Mr. Carnes, although it sure is bad news for me, a deal's a deal, and I'm prepared to make that sacrifice.
But where's your money?
Right here.
That ain't yours. You just bid it, didn't you? Just give it all to the schoolhouse. You gotta say the peddler still gets my daughter's hand.
Now, wait a minute.
That ain't fair.
Going for $50. Going.
$51.
50. Wait, if I don't bid anymore, I can keep my money, right?
Sure can.
Then I still got $50.
Going. $51. So that'll mean that you'll get the prize, I guess.
And I get Ada Lanning.
What do you get for your $51?
A 3-day bellyache.
Now here's my niece's hamper. I took a peek inside and I'm gonna say it looks mighty tasty. What do I hear, gents?
2 bits.
4 bits. I got $1. More like it. Do I hear 2?
$1.25.
$2.50.
$3.
And 2 bits.
$3 and 4 bits.
$4.
And 2 bits.
4 1/4. Ain't I gonna hear any more? 4 1/2. 4 1/2. Going.
$4.75.
4.75. Come on, gentlemen. The schoolhouse ain't built yet.
$5.
$5. Going.
And 2 bits.
5 1/4. Ain't I gonna hear any more?
No, they all dropped out, can't you see? Here's the money.
Hold on, you. I ain't said gone yet.
Well, say it.
Going to Judd Frafford. $6 and 2 weeks. Going.
I don't figure that's quite enough. You want
It's more than you got.
Got a saddle right here, cost me $30.
You can't bid saddles.
$30 saddle must be worth something to somebody.
I'll give it to you.
Don't be a fool, boy. You can't earn a living without a saddle.
Don't let's waste time. How high you going?
Higher than you, no matter what.
I know I'm bidding all this $10.
$10. Going.
$10 and 2 bits.
Early.
Most of you boys know my horse, Dun. She's a kind of nice horse, gentle and well broke.
Don't sell Dun, Curly. It ain't worth it.
I'll give you 25 for it.
That makes my bid $35 on Eller.
Curly, you're crazy. But it's all for schoolhouse, ain't it? All for educating and learning. Going for $35. Going.
Hold on, I ain't finished bidding. You just gave up everything you got in the world. Can't bid the clothes off your back, because they ain't worth nothing. Can't bid your gun, because you need that. Yes, sir, you need that bad. So on, Eller, I'm just as reckless as Curly McLean. Just as good as getting what I want. I'm gonna bid all I got in the world. All I did for 2 years doing farm work. All for Lori. $42.31.
Anybody want to buy a gun? Brand new, last Thanksgiving, worth a lot.
Please don't sell your gun, Curly.
Give you 18 for it.
Sold. That makes my bid $53 on Eller. Anybody going any higher?
Going. What's the matter, folks? Ain't nobody gonna cheer or nothing?
The farmer and the cowman.
That's the idea. The farmer and the cowman should be friends. You lost the bid, but the bidding was fair. Come on, cowman, shake the farmer's hand.
Sure, I'll shake hands. No hard feelings, Curly.
That's better. Well, now let's get on with the auction. I'm starving. Come on, Curly, you're my date, remember?
Well, wait, I got the $50 cash. Now you name the date.
August 15th.
Why August 15th?
That was the first day I was kissed.
I don't remember that.
You wasn't there.
Anyway, we gotta have a serious talk. Now that we're engaged, you gotta stop flirting. You'll have to be a little more standoffish. One fella's offer you a buggy ride.
I'll give an imitation of a crawfish and dig myself a hole where I can hide.
I heard that the peddler came a-calling. I tell you that behavior is appalling.
But I only did the kind of things I sorta. To you I was as faithful as can be. For me, the stories about the peddler man's a lure. For sure, a lot of tempest in a pot of tea.
The whole thing don't sound very good to me.
Well, you see,
With me, it's all or
me by myself, not a minute more than you had to.
Well, I don't know what you're talking about. I'm with you by myself right now, ain't I?
You wouldn't have been if you could have got out of it. Last time I seen you alone, it was winter when I was sick. You brought me that hot soup out to the smokehouse. You asked me if I had a fever and put your hand on my head to see.
I remember.
Bitch, you don't remember as much as me. I remember everything you ever done. Every word you ever said. Can't think of nothing else, see?
Stop it!
I'm a hired hand. Got dirt on my hands. Pig slop. Ain't fin to touch you. You're better, so much better. You almost see you was better, Miss Laurie. Then you wish you wasn't so free with your airs. You're such a fine lady.
Are you making threats to me? Are you standing there trying to tell me that if I don't allow you to slobber over me like a hog, you're gonna do something about it? You think you're so much about being a hired hand? Well, I'll tell you something that'll rest your brain, Mr. Judd. You ain't a hired hand for me no more. You can just pack up and scoot. You ain't to come on the place again, you hear me? You so much as set foot inside that pasture gate and I'll stick the dogs onto you!
Said you say. Told you the way it was. You wouldn't listen.
Why would they have a fight?
Curly? 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 Curly! Oh, Curly. Curly, I'm afraid for my life.
Jumping toadstools.
It was Judd. He scared me. He talked wild and threatened me, so I fired him. Oh, I wish I had. There ain't no telling what he'll do now.
You fired him? Well, that's all there is to it. Tomorrow I'll get you a new hired hand. I'll stay on the place myself tonight if you're worried about that hound dog. Now that I think of it, how about you marrying me?
Gracious. Why'd I want to marry you for?
Well, I don't know. Couldn't you think of some reason why you might?
Well.
Oh, I gotta learn to be a farmer. I see that. Start getting my hands blistered in another way. Oh, things are changing right and left. They're gonna make a state out of this territory. They're gonna put in the union. Countries are changing, you gotta change with it. Keep up with the way things are going in this crazy country. Now, if I had you to help me, I'd amount to something yet.
Curly, I'll marry you. If you want me to.
Yeah! If there's anyone that can hear my voice, I'd like for you to know that Laura Williams is my girl.
Curly!
And she's waiting got me to ask her to marry me.
They'll hear you on the way to Kentucky.
Let people say we're in love. Who cares what happens now?
Just keep your hand in mine. Your hand feels around mine.
Let people say we're in love. Starlight looks well on us. Let the stars beam from above. Yes, if you tell on us, let people say we're in love.
Make trouble. Why, Jim Fry's been out of territory for 3 weeks. He's back. What are you talking about? Seen him over the Claremores last night. Think he fights with anyone to take him on. Clams, well, you knew you were none, Andrew. He knows better than to show his face around here. I hope you're right. Hi, Eleanor. Too bad you missed Laura's wedding. He had a win my own. Clams, who'd you marry? How long have you been married?
4 days.
Look at my ring on, Eller.
4 days or if that laugh should count like a golden wedding.
But if you married her, you must want to.
Sure I want to. I want to marry her when I saw a moonlight glisten down on the barrel of her father's shotgun.
He said he wanted to ride with me to the end of the world.
Say, Curly, was you scared when the preacher said that about you take this here woman?
I was scared he wouldn't say it.
I was scared Curly back out on me.
Wedding party's still going on, I see. Glad I ain't too late. Got a present for the groom. But first I want to kiss the bride. And here's my present for you.
He's out cold.
I'm gonna take him over to my rig. Then I'll drive him to Doc Tyler's house.
Oh, I don't see why this all had to happen when everything was so fine.
It's all right, little baby. Some things in life just happen, folks. Sickness, being poor, hungry, even being old and afraid to die. That's the way life is. Cradle to grave, and you can stand it. There's one way. You gotta be hard. You gotta be. You can't deserve the sweet and tenderness in life unless you're tough.
Oh, I wish I was the way you are.
Fiddlesticks, scrawny and old, you can hire me the way I am.
Oh, what I'd do without you. You're such a crazy.
Sure as you're born. Well, that kind of puts today in brown party.
I'm sorry. Sorry our wedding day had to end like this.
Weren't your fault. Weren't nobody's fault. Some things in life just happen, folks.
Come on, everybody, let's have 3 cheers for the happy couple. Hip, hip.
Hooray!
Hip, hip.
Hooray!
Hip, hip.
Hooray! They couldn't pick a better time to start in life. It ain't too early and it ain't too late.
Starting as a farmer with a brand new wife.
Soon be living in a brand new state.
Brand new state, gonna treat you great.
Gonna give you barley, carrots, and potatoes.
Pasture for the cattle.
Spinach and tomatoes.
Flowers on the prairie where the June bugs do.
Plenty of air and plenty of room.
Plenty of room to swing a rope. Plenty of heart and plenty of hope.
Oh, Oklahoma, when the wind comes sweeping down the plain, and the waving wheat can sure smell sweet when the wind comes right behind the rain. Oh, Oklahoma, every night my honey lamb and I sit alone and talk and watch a hawk making lazy circles in the sky.
We know we belong to the land, and the land